Hi everybody, welcome to your Friday edition of the MCN. Let's see what's happening in the crazy, funky, wonky world of Marvel Contest of Champions, shall we? We start with a bit of a reminder, like I did a video on this yesterday, but Summoner Sigil, there was an additional bit of follow-up, if you didn't see already, that Kabam have given us, or given people that have the Summoner Sigil, player base that is, some additional compensation that is centered around Arena Express mode. For some players, seeing the disappointment of not being able to do the Arena Express mode, or utilize it, to farm units in a more time-efficient fashion, you are getting compensated an additional 600 units and 60 Sigil credits for the account downtime of Arena Express mode. As you know, the Black Ocean market is also gone as well. All of that's been returned on the 27th of January. If you want full dissections on values of things, 2 videos have already gone out and a spreadsheet is also available for those interested in it. Also, you might have noticed the Hotfix has gone live. This went live on Thursday. And I'm not sure if this went out cleanly to all types of devices. The reason I say that is that straight after this hotfix went live and people were downloading it, I was reached out for a few people that showcased it. Like Ironheart was not looking like how Ironheart should look. She was looking very pinky and very kind of a luminescent, if that was a correct kind of coverage term. But yeah, that seemed to hopefully resolve things. We did a video as well, kind of like road testing some stuff like Juggernaut, and of course some of the visual things that have been problematic. Doesn't mean that everything is sorted out in game. No, there's a lot more other things that need to be sorted out, not just hot fixing these particular elements, but at least there's positivity that this has at least been dealt with. Now let's get into some more interesting topics, different topics, community-led sentiment and topics, things that would be interesting to see a response. So first of all, let's talk about the, what is it called? Summoner's Choice 2025. Man, I'm tired and scuffed. Anyway, being tired and scuffed, Summoner's Choice 2025, where's it up to with the vote? We all know that the final two are Mr. Knight and the Shroud, Mystic and Skill respectively. And a tease of their abilities is something like take down opponents while navigating the effects of incoming debuffs, purify, or cleanse, or whatever. And also there might be some other things with, I don't know, rhythmic acrobatics and stuff. I know I said rhythmic gymnastics. And not really much kind of like to be known about the Shroud from an abilities tease. It's not abilities. It's what abilities tease question mark, as I said in the video yesterday. But these two go into voting later today, so of course vote for your favourite. If you're interested in, say, where the community is going, and something to point out is, this is not a fair reflection of what the actual result is going to be. No, I would not vote for Shroud. If this is not a reflection of what the results will be. This is just when I click this button, it says 61% favour of Mr. Knight and 38% for the Shroud. People in game vote differently. It was a Mega Sentinel that was likely to win on the visual vote on forums and whatever and Reddit back in 2021, and Hercules won. So let's just like point that out for a fact, and yeah, that could be the end of it. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I don't know who's going to win. I'm excited. I'm excited for Mr. Knight, but you choose what you want. Enjoy what you want. And I know some like champions that people wanted to see from that previous vote were not present. So that's sad. But then again, we'll have to see which one's going to work out well. Is it a new Mystic into the game? I don't know. Some people back on were complaining there were too many Mystics. Is it a skill champion? Are there too many skills in game? Now, what of out-of-date rewards? Not just Battlegrounds, which of course the topic of this thread is. And by the way, get involved with this in the link in the description. There are a lot of places in game, was it the whole game's outdated? Well, that's a bit much to say that, but every single mode, there's definitely a high volume of modes that require some rewards changes. We can go into game right now and go to the likes of Event Quest, which Kabam, by the way, have you noticed Kabam's like twist of stuff when they go, yeah, Event Quest, you know, the rewards are fine because it's all grouped together with the Paragon Gauntlet. That's not the point. The point is having to do something like Thronebreaker, which I'm hoping to do today and hoping to get a guide out, but there's a lot of things I've got to get done today, and I'm very behind on whether or not it's in-game stuff and a lot of personal life stuff as well. I'm very behind. This is why when I said my road map thing would start as of February, because I'm at the moment swimming in like treacle, like it is maple syrup. It is, yeah. Anyway. And I suppose maybe that's Kabam. Like Kabam are doing exactly the same, because there's a lot of stuff in-game in various places. Whether or not it's Battlegrounds, the topic of this, whether or not it's something like incursions, whether or not it's alliance wars, and whether or not it's multiple different areas of rewards. Maybe, definitely side quest, by the way. Don't know about story mode. Story mode's a bit of a difficult one, I think, to properly get a good picture of what is right and what is wrong with it from a rewards sense. I mean, that's all right, and it's always the changing meta of things, which is weird, because you think a lot of the time it was like side quest and other types of elements that were the changing of meta of rewards. You remember in video last week that I was like, ask Kabam, oh, so we get 4 times 4,000 7-star shards in the objectives, and they were like, no, it's just one times 4,000 for obviously Valiant players or people that do threat level 5. And I was there like, why? Like, why? It just doesn't make sense with how things kind of roll with things. But of course, Battlegrounds has its own kind of like problems, pitfalls, and changing of metas of rewards standards throughout the game. If you're a Valiant player, Paragon player, and going down a little bit more, there's going to be more that you require, because Kabam have more pressure on you to build a stronger roster, to do X, Y, and Z content that come out, and very much learning that this week when it comes to Autumn of Agony. The week before the Deathless Mausoleum, that's different because you'd have to rank up those Deathless champions, but still there's a resource thing. Where's that resource coming from? So see what I mean? Like, it's getting all that stuff. Oh yeah, but oh no, that's fine. Kabam will say, well, you rank up your Deathless champions for it. Yeah, well, I've already had to rank up champions for the Necropolis Carina challenges. Oh right, okay. So just get more, just kind of like maybe spend more units. I don't know. We're just kind of looking to find out where's the rewards going. Has the meta kind of popped up? Is it increasing? Is the resource that Kabam can give out, the budget, can that be increased? Those are going to be some key questions. And Kabam Pinwheel does this, definitely hear you. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Just out of curiosity, and others feel free to jump and share yours as well, but I'd love to hear what you think about realistic updated reward set for Battlegrounds might be. Can't and won't promise any changes based off this, but always good to have this info handy. Yeah, so if anybody doesn't know community management, they will end up doing things like they're trying to get sentiment, they're trying to get specifics to then feedback to the game team. That's their job. The game team don't come here to go, except for like, you know, crashed occasions where he comes in and stuff, but a lot of them don't really kind of get that hands-on, so they can focus on that engineering, kind of the building and creating and changing of the game with it. So yeah, this is where, you know, feedback is important for this. Buffing Battlegrounds rewards are easy if you follow the approach of keeping everything in a single point. And the Battlegrounds store is such a difficult one as to like convincing Kabam how to do it, because they have their kind of structure for things. But it's definitely, you know, relative to say like, okay, well, should there be a bump up or lowering of price of trophy tokens spent to what you get back from it? Does the solo milestones, the solo event, does that tick boxes with players? That's a question, isn't it? And of course, at the higher end of things, are you feeling that what you're getting back from it is relative and decent for the amount of effort? And putting a lot of effort into Battlegrounds, it takes a lot out of players. Someone at the top, you know, they put in a lot of effort. So what they get back from it needs to be, you know, it feels like a decent chase. The kind of finishing point to this, of course, whether there's a pain point in the system, in this case, the rewards. I get curious what the cause is. Value is a tricky thing because that's good for one person and can be bad for another, and also how Kabam actually set that. I think it's fair to say, based on the thread, that there's plenty of folks who think the current rewards don't have the value they want, but figuring out the next part, the subjective part, what would be considered valuable, that often requires a lot of group input, so I saw an opportunity to nudge this in a productive direction. End of the day, folks criticize things that they're passionate about. If they didn't care, they wouldn't comment. So because I know that the caring is there, then I know that there's the next step we can get out of it. Anyways, yeah, so hopefully that data or information and what has been put in this thread can go back to Kabam's game team for them to assess it and not make a decision on it and help out. No, hopefully they will do, but unfortunately with the world of development us down here playing the game, you always have to rely on hope that the people that are developing the game and keeping it running kind of work along with you in parallel, but they will ultimately at the end of the day dictate to you unless they feel that there's something that they need to change for whatever reason it's completely unfair or it hurts or could hurt their wallets, so to speak. But yeah, lots of feedback. Great, get involved in the comments and also in the thread. And we finished the MCN today on this. So this is from a screenshot. So it was popping around in different places. It's from USAFA's YouTube channel, and it's probably taken from a live stream or something. So link in the description and go and check out USAFA. I'm not 100% sure where exactly it's from. It's just that it was going around loads of different chats, so I don't know which stream it was from. Apologies, but it was taken from this stream right here. And what's so synonymous with it, or kind of significant, sorry, not synonymous, significant, is these two images right here, or this image and the two champions that persist on there. Champion voucher bundle, because I didn't know, like, since the banquet event ended and the realm event, what a champion voucher bundle would look like. And it looks like this. So any new champion that pops up is and has an opportunity to be taken. So that's really cool to kind of at least see it in action, and keep locked to USAFA to see who he might pick down the line. Will he wait a certain amount of time and go, this is a champion that I actually would like to see, and grab it? What do you think? Will there be a certain champion this year that will kind of, look, if we get something like if we get Mystique, you might be like, well, I'll have that as a 7-star, but we don't know what is left to happen, left to come this year. I'm sure there's going to be some really big and important champions. There may even be a new Storm. I think there might be a new Storm coming this year. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, that is going to be it for the show for today. Make sure as well to check out some other content located on the screen. Not a huge amount going on in the community, but we'll see what happens on Monday to kind of cover. And yeah, I've got a few kind of like fun videos to put out between now and Monday, whilst I go back into Necropolis again for another bloody run. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.